Hi there, my name is Melissa Levick, and this is my video to introduce myself in my application for the Entrepreneur in Residence. I am 40 years old. I am originally from the Bay Area, grew up in the Mountain View, Palo Alto area, and really have always been immersed in the tech and startup and venture capital scene. I spent the first part of my career in tech directly. My first job out of undergrad at USC was at Google. I was the assistant to the president of sales. His name is Tim Armstrong. He is now the CEO of Flowcode. And I was his right-hand woman. I traveled with him. I wrote his speaking engagements. I wrote board presentations. And it was truly an incredible first job for a 22-year-old to really get an insight into how to run, I think at the time it was about $16 billion in revenue and a 2,500 person sales team. And it was just an unreal experience of being able to have visibility into what it's like to run a company of that size. He left to become the CEO of AOL, and I was recruited to become the first associate at Google Ventures, now known as GV, back out in the Bay. And so I moved home. My first job at Google was in New York, and so I moved back up to the city. And this was when Bill Maris and Rich Miner were the managing partners of Google Ventures, and helped them oversee, getting the fund set up. So a lot of operational things, but also reading, business plan submissions, sitting in all the pitch meetings, really getting an opportunity to be in that room as a 23-year-old of, what is it like to be in front of a venture capitalist? What are venture capitalists looking for? I more or less brought them the idea at the time of using and building our own internal algorithm to be able to evaluate incoming pitches, and worked with Hal Varian on a little bit on how to develop that. So it was another incredible opportunity. The reason I left Google Ventures is because I asked Bill and Rich at the time, the ripe old age of 23, hey, how do I make partner here? And their advice was invaluable. And they said, go do it yourself. Leave, go build a business. I don't care if you succeed or fail, but go be an entrepreneur. Walk the walk. Nobody wants to listen to, some 25-year-old that has an MBA telling them what to do with their business. No entrepreneur wants that. They are up to their eyeballs in personal guarantees. They have employee issues. They have revenue issues. They are trying to do everything themselves. It is an incredibly stressful position. They don't want to have some kid, for lack of a better term, with no experience, more importantly, telling them what to do. So I took that advice to heart, and I did more or less go back and get my graduate degree in social entrepreneurship. But after that, I exclusively worked inside of startups as well as founding my own. You guys have my resume, so I won't go through all of it, but it truly has been a journey I've been in startups now for about 20 years, and I've been a founder for 10. I've seen it all. I have seen the great days and the rushes of wonderful sales and great press and huge announcements and launches and partnerships. And I've been through all of the heartbreak. I've had business partners that, betrayed me. I've made bad hiring decisions. I have even so far as had to go to shut down one of the businesses that I poured everything into because it was just time. So I've had the whole gamut of the good, the bad, the ugly, and I still love startups and I still, am an entrepreneur myself. And so I feel like I could be a really valuable contribution to this team, bringing my experience, my boots on the ground, and really kind of being in the trenches. Others get that. And I love to help advise business leaders, CEOs, and other, founding members of the team. I love to brainstorm. I love to get my hands dirty with them. I'm not the type of person that's going to ever say cheering on from the sidelines like a lot of VCs do. I want to get in there and I want to help solve problems and be, a benefit, an additional benefit beyond capital, if you will. So thank you for the time. I appreciate it. And I look forward to speaking with you soon.